get on the road before we do too much chatting. So that's picking it up. Yep. Get the road mic set up. Seems to be working. A little bit of chill this morning. Where's my gloves? Walking around the bike, or I just can't seem to think better. As you know, we think better when we're on the two wheels. Let's go for a ride, shall we? Whew. Been on early all week, and it is 05:39 in the morning. What am I doing? But I wanted to get this out, and I'll just also say it is the 7th of January 2023. This morning. So anyway, okay, so where do I start? Let's get on to Miss Tennessee a little bit later. These days, I especially let things just ride, you know. I just let it just go. It's not worth it. I haven't got time to waste on that shit. I enjoy life for what it is. Short time we're here, so some things just get to the point where, oh baby, just frustrates the shit out of me, and I want to voice my opinion. As most people know, I do have opinions. I try and keep it pretty civil, I try and keep it pretty nice. I don't want to be upsetting carts these day and age. Like I say, it's just too much time wasted on that sort of shit. And it's just not my thing. I prefer to just ride. So therefore I feel that I'm qualified to have my opinion about Indian motorcycle. I'm qualified to have my opinion on long distance riding. Tracking around that 170,000 kilometres since 2015. On my first Indian in 2014 on the vintage. And I am on 113,113 kilometres on Miss Tennessee since the start of 2018, end of 2017. Oh, good Chris. So I'd say what's that? We're into this, so 7-8 years of riding the Indian motorcycles plus various other motorcycles over the years. But I know everyone's just hanging out to go, oh, I don't think he likes his Indian anymore. Oh, he's going to move over to this, going to move over to that. Well, stand by, guys. Be patient. Sit back. Let's talk about a few other things. Indian Australia. Well, I haven't got anything positive to say about them, so if that says everything, it might. When do you hear from them? When do you hear from the PR people? The so-called ambassadors that we had, Shane Jacobson's, one's overseas, you probably wouldn't even know these guys. They're sort of minor celebrities in the TV game, movie game, music game. So you got Shane Jacobson, you got Mossy from Cold Chisel, whatever. Tell me, anyone in Australia, when was the last time you saw a picture or any of them there with their motorcycle? If they're Indian, but don't hear jack shit. They get given this and they get given that. Jesus. 14 degrees, I'm a fucking idiot. So anyway, I mean, we have 3 stores here in Perth, Western Australia, and as from around, I think it was early, oh Jesus, what are we in, yeah, late, middle of last year or whatever, I will never go back to my local store, nor for the river store, owned by the same company, people. Because I got no problems with the manager there. We've got a good banter with each other. He's helped me out. But I'll just bring up what's going to be going on with my gear position sensor and a few other things that absolutely fucking piss me off and is unacceptable in such a high-grade motorcycle. There's one thing I just want to bring up, and I'm not going to give an opinion on it. I prefer you get it from yourselves. You know, I did my travelling recently this year, as you know. By the way, I mean, I've still got a few episodes to edit out. I had some storage problem, but it's sorted. So, I get a service before I leave here, that's fine. And the fork seal's done, the front brakes were meant to be done at the same time. Find out when I get the cans that the front brakes hadn't been done. Don't know what the hell happened there. And cans didn't have any front brakes and didn't have the gear position sensor that was going to get replaced. They told me they were going to have, but anyway it didn't turn up or something. So it is what it is. And like I say, I had an oil service, spark plugs apparently needed replacing, and the filter, obviously. That's all I asked for was that service, $688. Yeah, sit down for a moment. Stupidly, I never questioned it. I don't know where they got that from. As even in the upmarket, it's you know, mid 300s for a service or touch higher. So I don't know. What's your opinion on that? Fantastic people at the cans, great owner, all the rest of it. Anyway, I suppose I put it down to mechanics are charging them to have them the way things are because they're so desperate for mechanics and workers. I'm going to put this seat on. Yeah, so Australia, India, it's just, I don't know. I don't know where it's going. There was definitely a kick in the guts after Polaris shut down all their big stores. I mean, they were just absolutely amazing, and I understand they couldn't keep up. It just wasn't financially feasible to do that. So gone all these independent dealers. You've got the other one down in Mandurah, running out of the car dealership. It's just gone down to that. But fair enough, they're all working their ass off to sell. They're selling, the bikes are selling. But it's certainly a kick in the guts. And anyway, we're a small percentage here in Australia of Indian, and obviously Indian America don't really take that much notice of us. I've written emails to various high weeks in the past, really have heard nothing back. So if they want to respond to me this time, They know, I'm not going to bother putting details. They can find me. They know who I am. You know who I am. By the way, as you know, it's I'm formally doing the Digby, formally 2 Digbys, 1 India, formally 2 Digbys, formally a prince. I'm just a symbol. So Digby's Down Under is it, and while I'm on that, I want to thank Nick Contrast. Check out his logs for doing the Australian one with the Digby's Down Under and the various what he's written on each state, and that's absolutely fantastic. I think I'm going to use that for the back of my cards when I get them made up. And Chris Keeble from Aussie in India sent me the logo and said, Dave, what do you think about this? Because I mean, I've been banging around with logo, but I haven't had time or just didn't think about it much. And I really love that logo. It's got the wings, it's got us both there, it's got the Miss Tennessee. I really love it, and people got a great response out of it. So just touched it up a little, and that's going to be the logo. So the cards will come out as stickers. We're going to get some hats done for ourselves. I'm not going to throw about, I think, selling merchandise. I suppose, I don't know, people yell out they want some. We'll sort something out. But anyway, thanks guys for that. And for all those other vloggers that have helped us along the way with different various things. Sun's out, fucking cold. Anyway, okay, let's do this. The main reason for this vlog was, oh, duckies. Watch out, guys. Now, Miss Tennessee is a 2018 Roadmaster Elite, the first Elite they brought out. As I've already said how many kilometres I've done on this baby, 2 trips around Australia and most of Western Australia. I don't know where I'm going today, I'm just riding around and I just want to get this out. Now I'll put up a quick clip. Boom. All right, so they're the trims that go around the fenders there. Over and replace no less than 6 or 7 times. Sort of like a warpy buckle. They're chrome fenders, but they're obviously chrome lookalikes. They're just plastic shit. On my first bike, Memphis, 2014. Never had an issue on any of them. You buy the most expensive bike in the fleet and that shit keeps happening, and I've still got 2 that needed replacing, but they didn't have them last time in the shops, and I don't know if I'm going to fucking bother anymore. I know there's other various forms of replacements at the moment, but you might find that a little bit of a, oh, that's a bit, you know, trivial or whatever. It's a $50,000 fucking bike, people. You expect high quality finishes. You know, if you stuff up 6 or 7 times, it's just absolutely unacceptable. Okay, let's get onto this GPS, the gear positioning sensor. Was replaced, oh geez, I don't know, a year or 2 after I bought the bike. It was, might have been 2019 or 2018. They had to do a safety recall. Okay, keep that in mind. So they replaced it. It's a safety recall. Fine. Something possibly could have happened over in the States or whatever it did. Never heard anything of it. Once it was replaced, I had nothing but trouble. Now what happens is, the digital side of things here tells you that it's not in the gear. I can change in the 1st gear and it's actually in 4th gear, and well, you get the idea. The worst part of it is on the cruise control. Now for those who just go off and do their coffee runs and do this, that and the other, then you may not experience it all that much. But lots of people have had problems with this particular safety recall. You put it on cruise control, and if you're just riding like I am now, like in cruise control now, and it'll cut into neutral. Now it says the bike's in neutral, but it's not. It's still in gear. But it's telling the cruise control that it's in neutral, therefore it cuts out. And gets quite annoying with the long haul riding that I do. You do use it a lot. So it'll just cut out, tell the bike it's in neutral. It used to only do it when it was in 6th gear, cruise control, etc. But then I noticed it was happening in 5th gear and all that type of thing. And I was like telling the bike it's in a gear that it's not in the gear of. All that. Now this has been replaced. I'll come back to that. This has been replaced around 7 or 8 times, so I was told. As it was going to get replaced in northern Queensland, they looked up the records or whatever, and the guy there couldn't understand that. He said, well, according to this, it's really looks like only twice that it's been replaced. The other times looks like it's been given a clean or found no fault. Now this is going back to that numbnuts here at the local store who has found no fault. You can't find no fucking fault unless you're doing cruise control and you're in 6th or the 5th gear and you're going to take it for a spin. Thank God that prick didn't take my bike for a big spin. Last thing I want is his ass on my fucking bike. Anyway, I digress. I'm riding into the hills here and I'm getting fucking cold now. I should have put my jacket on, people. Jesus. Right. So, where was I? Yeah. So they found out that, well, I found out that it hadn't been replaced all those times where I was told it had been. And possibly the computer was not reset with it, which needs to be, can't think of the word right now, just has to realign with it. They do a whole resetting with the computer, blah, 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 blah. So that's now being done at the north of the river shop by the mechanic there, who seemed a lot more switched on and was happy to show me everything, how it's put together, what the gear sensor switch is all about, what it looks like, how it connects, etc, etc. So that's been done. That was due. Now I haven't done many Ks since then, so it usually only starts to falter after quite a few 100 Ks, or the last time it faltered was when I took off on my last trip around Australia, and it lasted around 3,500–4,000 kilometres before that sensor switch went again. So there. Okay, some people once again might say, oh, a little bit trivial, a little bit of this. It's a $50,000 fucking bike, people. These are the top of the range bikes. These are probably the highest, one of the dearest things you're going to buy apart from your fucking house and a car. It's a $50,000 bike. This is bullshit. Now what really gripes me is that I got a phone call after this was put in last time, and I've been told now by Indian have told the shop now they will replace the sensor free of charge, but you have to pay for labour. What the fuck? It's a safety recall. In their own words, it's a safety recall, and they haven't fixed it. So Indian, do something about it. Absolutely fucking unacceptable. They're the ones that said that they haven't fixed. They did the safety recall and it keeps on getting fault. I never had a problem until that new one was put in. They get that shit sorted. Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments. Tell me. Have a go at me. Have a crack at me. I really don't give a shit. Anyway, getting colder. There are my two rants, those trims, ear sensor. Do I still love Miss Tennessee? Do I still love my Indy? Do I still love Indian? Absolutely 150%. This is my forever bike, I'll tell you that right now. Although I don't know how many days I'll get before they, I don't know, a rebuild of the engine or this, but the bike is running so damn good. It's beautiful, the note, the sound of it has got even better. I've gone through several lots of tyres, as you can imagine. I think I've got Commando Freeze on at the moment, but definitely by far the Bridgestones that I had on the last two times, definitely the best. How many sets? I get nearly 18, 20,000 Ks, so what, we got 20, 40, 60, 80. So I've had, what, so I'm on my sixth set of tyres. So anyway, yes, I absolutely love this bike. It is everything I've ever wanted in a motorcycle. I've got the music there. I wanted 300 watts, 6 speakers. Funny enough, when you're on big rides, whatever, you really don't use it that much. You know, guys, you're in the zone. You're in with the country, smelling everything. Yeah. You know, I need to kill some time on some straight roads, bang on that fucking music. The sound is unbelievable. Yes, I can hear the music, trust me. 2 speakers there, 2 speakers in the saddles, 2 speakers behind. Jack's gets a bit of a massage. I've got it pumped up. Yeah, unbelievable. Individual heated seats, the high and low. Heated grips. I've got everything here on my command system. Check on the bike. I've got the USB plug in there for other music. The list goes on. The colour, the feedback, and then just the people that just come to this bike and they just go, wow, you know, it is a wow tractor bike. There's no two ways about that. Okay, I've had the seat customised to suit my bony ass, so I'm a lot more comfortable. I never get off this bike sore. Never, ever have I ever got off that bike and regretted. You know those times where you've had those seats on the bikes, guys, and you've gone to fill up and you go, oh shit, I got a fucking front leg over the bike. Oh, geez. Never on this. Andrew from Beyond Trims, unbelievable, done dozens and dozens of seats now on Indians, thousands of Harleys done. Anyway, yeah, the colour mix, people say, oh, why haven't you bought it out? Because they're all coming out in 116s now, 116 cubic inch, you know, 1900cc, and some have bought them out to 121s, I believe. I've got the 1811cc, 111 cubic inch. It's a twin, twin cams that they put on there. I got my freedom muffler. I don't need any more power. I pass, as you've seen in the clips on my rides, I pass road trains and they're doing their 100. I don't even change gear, stay in this gear, bang. She looks at me and says, yeah, what more? Yeah, you want some more? Let's do some more. Bang, she passes, no problems. Absolutely everything. Yes, I absolutely love my Indian. I love Miss Tennessee. I will do everything in my power to ever get rid of this baby. I already regret passing on with the 2014 Memphis, which I would have loved now to have done up as a solo bike. But it was getting to the point where, okay, could have changed suspension on Memphis with some air suspension. These got the air suspension on the back. It's just unbelievable. But the rides that me and Jax were going on, getting really sort of sore. It was hard on the butt. And I'd already ridden a few Roadmasters and I'd felt the absolute smoothness and the air suspension. And so when the colour finally came out that appealed to me, and I love my blue, away I went. So yes, Polaris had owned the shops at the time. Money getting thrown around all over the place because Polaris, you know, was feeding Indian. They're now completely separate, and they looked after me with my trade-in, and then also a massive discount. So no, I didn't pay anywhere near that $50,000 for this bike, but I can tell you now there's reasons why they did that. Yes, I'm vocal. Yes, I get onto the YouTube and the social media, and when I say my thing, a lot of things I have not said and I have held back, I can tell you that much. I have put, and I'm not patting myself on the back here, but I have definitely put a lot of bumps on Indian seats. Just from people you see, people you meet, they talk to you, you rave about the bike. And I tell you, if you don't love the bike you're riding, well, don't turn your head around when you walk away and just go, wow, you've got the wrong bike. But every bike that you're riding, the bike you're riding right now, it's got to be the bike you love, no matter what brand it is. The brands don't matter. Now, this didn't have to have Indian on it for me to buy it. I just loved everything about it. Everything about it appealed to me. I can take the trunk off, I can take the bags off, I can lighten it up, and it just almost turns into like a sports bike. You sports riders will be laughing at me there, but it does. Yeah, I lose about 40 kilos on the trunk. I don't know, 15 odd kilos each on the side bags. So you know, you're losing 60, 70 kilos just like that. Anyway, so I think I've covered everything. I've had a spin of the dummy, I suppose, if that's what you want to call it. I've said my piece. I love Indian motorcycles. A lot of people say, Dave, you're going to upgrade, is there another bike there? You know what, there isn't a bike that they've brought out since this one, apart from maybe the 2019 Elite. The red and black one is a beautiful, beautiful bike. It's just not my colour. The Challengers I have taken out on numerous times. Not for me. Not for me. The Scouts, they're too small. The only one I would consider, and if I wanted to go off-road a bit, do like the $1 Million Bogan, Daniel Hayes type of thing, would be the Chief that they brought out, which is 900cc. It's sort of above the Scout, not quite a Springfield or vintage, but cheap. That is a good, powerful bike, big engine, chuck your bags on it, bang. I could do a lot of off-road riding on that. So Indian, hey, you want to chuck me up that Cape Tribulation Road with Cooktown and give me a Chief, I'll go camping, I'll do a lot. I will take it up there for you. Yeah, I can see that happening. So there you go, folks. I definitely feel that I am qualified. I have the experience. Voice my opinion on these bikes. Voice my opinion on the long haul rides and what's needed. What your passion is. As I said before, if you can't look back at your bike, you can't love riding your bike, then you've got the wrong one. I look back all the time, even when I parked it in the garage, I go through the back door, I always look over and go, damn, how did I get this? How lucky am I? Anyway, I think I've covered everything. So thanks guys for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic new year. So, Digby's down under. See you out there. Thanks for your support.